In this video, I'm going to review Uber One. This is Uber's new premium membership when it comes to their services, and in some ways, it can be worth it, but in other ways, it's not worth it. So we're on the site right now. As you can see, go where you want, get what you want, all with Uber One. Sign up for just $10 a month. Not gonna lie, $10 a month isn't bad if you use Uber a lot. I will say that. I am going to get into a pricing breakdown, but I'll say this. I mean, I've gone to some bars here in LA where a Bud Light with tax and tip and whatever is $10. So that's not horrible. I will say that given the price, but is it worth it? Now, it really depends, as you can imagine. Pretty simple to say, but I will say it. The more you use Uber, the more this is worth it. The less you use Uber, the less it's worth it. Probably not surprising there. Now let's go to the benefits. First off, as you can imagine, member pricing on rides, deliveries, and more. 5% off eligible rides, deliveries, and pickup orders. So 5% off rides in general. Let's talk about taking Uber as a passenger. If you do the math out, that means for every $100 you spend on Uber, you get $5 as a discount off. Doing quick math, if you spend $200, you'll break even on the Uber One membership because that will save you $10. And anything you spend past that, you'll be saving money. So the big question I want to say right away when it comes to is this worth it or not is, do you think you spend $200 or more when it comes to taking Uber as a passenger? I know some people who 100% likes you take Uber to and from work every day. Likes you go out on every Friday and Saturday night. Those Ubers can be very expensive. Keep in mind though, if let's say you use Uber and Lyft, this might be a thing to kind of balance. For a lot of people, when they're going out on the Friday night, Saturday night, whatever, they pull up Uber, they pull up Lyft, whichever one is cheaper, they take that ride. But keep in mind, let's say if Uber is the main one in your area, if you only take Uber, whatever the case is, $200 or more, if you are spending that in Ubers on average every month, this is probably worth it. I'm not gonna lie, this to me isn't that big of a deal. Like top-rated drivers, never really had an issue with Uber drivers for the most part. Most drivers are great, so I don't really think that's a good perk. In addition with this, they'll give you $5 in Uber cash if our latest arrival estimate shown after you place your order is wrong, meaning if they think your order is gonna get there at 7 p.m. and it gets there at 7:15 p.m., they'll give you $5 in Uber cash. I'm not gonna lie, with Uber Eats, if let's say there's a big issue, any single time I've contacted Uber, they're very quick to give me a refund or give me Uber cash, which I could use towards future purchases. So I don't think this actually is a good perk at all. If anything, just this one so far. Going down here, unlimited, zero delivery fee on deliveries, groceries, and more. That is big because you could easily spend, on average, at least $1 or $2 for a delivery fee, sometimes as high as $5. So if you do use Uber Eats a lot, this is definitely worth it. Remember, these are all combined in one, hence the name Uber One. For eligible food, grocery, alcohol, and other orders, unlimited $0 delivery fee. Again, that can be big. Lastly, exclusive perks for our members. This is super vague. Special offers and promotions, plus premium member support and invite-only experiences. That could be true. I've done a bunch of videos how Uber Explore is becoming more popular. Uber Charter just got revealed where you can order a party bus through Uber. Now, this is super vague. Both these are kind of vague in my opinion. I don't really think these are worth it. The priority service and the exclusive perks. Who knows? Maybe in the future, this will be more clear as to what these mean. But in general, the biggest thing is $5 off rides and unlimited $0 delivery fee on eligible food, grocery, and alcohol deliveries. So is Uber One worth it or not? Of course, this all depends on one thing, that is the numbers and how much you use Uber. Especially if you use Uber, let's say almost every day, and in combination with that, you use Uber Eats, of course, this is a great deal. $10 a month isn't that bad, especially when you compare to other companies' premium services and premium memberships. However, the biggest thing is this. Can you use it and will you use it? Especially because, and this is a bit of a hidden variable when it comes to all this. Remember that if you get the Uber One pass, you're more likely to use Uber, right? For Uber, this is kind of a win because in a unique way, both financially and if anything more mentally, it almost soft locks you into primarily using those services. Let's say you go to order an Uber or Lyft on a Friday night, like I mentioned before, and Lyft is $1 or $2 cheaper. You might still say, hey, you know what? I know Lyft is cheaper, but I have Uber One. I might as well use it. I'm going to order an Uber. Or let's say you go to order food and, I don't know, DoorDash is cheaper. And you're like, DoorDash is cheaper with everything considered, but I have Uber One. I'm just going to use Uber Eats. That is something to keep in mind, that this does kind of soft lock you into Uber. However, like I said, the biggest thing, are you going to be spending every month at least $200 in a combination of the amount you spend on Ubers and the delivery fees on Uber Eats? If the answer is yes, whether it's $200 or more, then 100% Uber One is worth it for you. You will be saving money. On the other side, however, let's say you spend less than $200 every month in terms of Ubers and delivery fees on Uber Eats. Uber One is not worth it.